Hello, I'm Jenny Glick, licensed marriage and family therapist, certified sex therapist. But for you, I am a way shower, a torchbearer, and a guide to help you get more in alignment with the life that you want. And today we're going to be talking about safety and what that has to do with whatever your mental health issue might be in your life. Because, spoiler alert, I think most mental health issues have to do with a lack of safety in your body, but we're going to get to that in just a moment. If you're new to my channel, please like and subscribe. I hope to bring you uncommon content to change your life, because if I'm doing my job correctly, I'm working myself out of a job with those who I guide and mentor. So let's get back to you. In terms of safety, most women, and if you're watching this, you are likely a woman. Most women are really good at terrorizing ourselves. We're really good at being hard on ourselves. We're good at blaming ourselves, bullying ourselves, pushing ourselves, whether it's how we look, how we're parenting, who we chose to marry, who we didn't choose to marry, if we chose to have children, if we didn't choose to have children. The list goes on and on. And when you are practiced at self-terrorizing, which many of us are, and our culture supports that, what happens is inside your body, you no longer feel safe. And when you don't feel safe in your body, you cannot heal. So all of the talky talk that we do in therapy, which is amazing, yay us, I did that for many, many years. It can maybe feel a little helpful or help you feel like you're shifting the dial a little bit. But ultimately, if you're going home with yourself and you're thinking, feeling, and doing things and believing things that create a lack of safety in you because you're being hard on yourself, you're catching a glimpse of yourself in the mirror and criticizing how you look, you're being hard on your body, on your bank account, you're creating fear and angst about how much money you have or don't have, or how you are living your life in terms of how you're parenting, whatever, all that noise in your head that you have, all of that is creating a certain energetic signature. So it's an experience in your body, right? And as long as that experience in your body does not promote safety, what happens is we're pushing ourselves to try to create safety outside of us by controlling other people, by controlling our circumstances, because internally we don't feel safe. I work with so many women who say to me, I'm afraid of missing out. I'm afraid of missing something with my children. I want to capture every moment, in my camera. So many women that are gripping and clenching their way through life. Is that you? If it is, drop a comment for me, because I would love to hear from you. And all of that gripping is a signal to your body that you're not safe. As long as you are living in an unsafe internal world, the internal world that says, I will be safe when sometime in the future, then you're going to be kind of waiting for the other shoe to drop. You're going to be holding yourself up like this, right? And in that clenched holding state, it becomes incredibly difficult to experience what most women want, which is ease, peace, joy, and pleasure. And when I talk about pleasure, pleasure is just what feels good, right? Like looking at my window right now and seeing the trees and the sun, that feels good. That's pleasurable, right? Somehow or another, we've associated the word pleasure with sex for everything. And how I use the word pleasure is really about how it is that you nourish yourself through what it is that you're digesting in the world around you. That means what it is that you're taking in, what you're feeding yourself, right? All of us know about healthy food, clean water, clean air. That includes what it is that you're feeding yourself through your eyes, your visual field, social media, news, a lot of blue screen, right? And that also includes the news that is happening in your own head, right? The news inside of you that's telling you you need to be scared. You're behind. It should be different, whatever it is, right? Living in resistance with what is creates lack of safety. So I just got off a training earlier today where I was with a group of 30 women, teaching them about how to create a sense of safety in their body, because it starts with your body. And I want to share a little snippet of that with you here. And how it starts is for you first to simply have the awareness that safety in your body is primary. Until you feel safety in here, you're never going to feel safety out there. And safety in here starts with these 4 things: you're thinking, you're feeling, you're doing, and you're believing. I have a whole curriculum on that for women. If you're interested, I'll put the link below so you can check it out. You're thinking, feeling, doing, believing. And if those 4 things create alignment with a physical experience of safety, then you will naturally begin to heal. You will naturally feel relaxed in your life. So right now, as you're listening to this, I want you to scan your body and find one place in your body that feels safe. Many women don't even recognize, we're so trained to look for tension or pain or headache, whatever it is, that we're not even trained to locate safety in our bodies. So locate a place in your body where you feel a sense of safety. Okay. So for me right now, it's like the back of my right thigh. So it might just be one part of your body. And as you feel that part of your body, wherever it might be, just breathe and notice. So breathe and notice what this one part of your body, what safety feels like for you. And you might be thinking to yourself or saying out loud, but Jenny, I don't know what safety feels like for me. That's a really important awareness for you to have. Because safety is the foundation for everything. Until we feel safe, we can't manage our anxiety, regulate our nervous system. All of those things that people are chasing out there only come when you begin to practice finding safety in your body. It might be your right elbow, right? And notice what it feels like. Notice the temperature, notice the texture, notice if it's heavy or light. For me, the back side of my thigh feels kind of heavy and grounded. And so breathe with that feeling in your physical body. Just breathe and feel it. Breathe and notice, right? Just bringing your awareness to yourself. We're so skilled at putting our awareness outside of us. And the phone devices are amazing at supporting that in us. And when your attention is outside of you all of the time, it can become very difficult to find safety in you, to locate yourself in you. And if you're a woman who wants to trust yourself, who wants to know who you are, who wants to be able to make decisive decisions about your life, about work, about marriage, about moving to another country, changing jobs, whatever it might be, starting a new career, becoming an entrepreneur, having children, whatever all those big decisions are, if you want to be able to know who you are and trust yourself enough to do those things, you have to be practiced at bringing your attention and energy back into yourself, right? And back into the parts of you that feel safe and grounded, and then learning how to grow those parts in you so that when you have big decisions to make in your life, you can come back into that place. Because if you don't have that place in you, and if you're like the average woman, you have a place in you that's like scared, dysregulated, malnourished, disharmonious, and then you're trying to make a decision about your children or your life or your finances or being an entrepreneur or whatever it is, but you're in such a dysregulated state that then you're going to go straight up to your head and you're going to be like, I don't know what to do, and start making lists and having what feels like a freak out, panic attack, anxiety attack, because you aren't practiced at really being in your body and being in just these little tiny tasters of a safe place in your body. So if you want to enjoy a practice, start every day finding a place in your body where you can locate the sensation of safety. So for me, safety feels like groundedness. It feels heavy in a grounded way. It feels expansive. in my body. It feels settled, feels like an exhale. The rhythm is really slow, like this, right? Unsafety in my body feels urgent, pressured, pressed, forward, right? Chasing and striving. So part of the practice, if you are in an intimate relationship with someone else, or if you're in any relationship, honestly, with maybe you're providing elder care for a parent, or you're raising children, or maybe your adult child moved back in with you, or you run a company, whatever it might be, we're all in all kinds of human relationships. And one of the things that will serve you the most is for you to practice creating safety in yourself before you have conversation with somebody else, because otherwise you're going to be trying to locate safety in them, through them, by controlling them, gripping on them, right? Because you haven't found that safety in you. So I hope that this is helpful, just a little bit of a taster. If this video has been useful for you, please like it, share it with a friend, drop a comment, let me know what one takeaway is for you from being in the space. Thanks so much for being here. I look forward to seeing you next time.